Hello everyone, this is Dr. Alex Avila of Love University, and we're back. I'm an author, psychologist, and speaker, and every week we talk about how to love yourself, others, and a higher nature, how to improve your finances, career, health, relationships, and spirituality. And today we're going to start a very powerful and transformative mini-series. It's called Your Reservoir of Invincibility. This is the part of your mind that holds positive thoughts and emotions, patience, peace, love, and confidence. It helps you overcome obstacles and prosper in life. It is your ultimate source of creativity, talent, motivation, energy, and resilience. When problems and frustrations mount, nothing you do seems to work. This reservoir is what gives you great power to live the way you truly desire. How do you open the gates of this inner power? There are a few simple things you can do to access the energy and brilliance of this receptacle of inner strength. First of all, develop relentless confidence, which is the winning trait. This is the heightened state of self-belief that leads you to excellence. It is relentless in the sense that you never give up the belief that you will excel and prosper in life. You know you will triumph and succeed, and that is exactly what will happen. Relentless confidence occurs when you shift your thoughts toward the things, people, circumstances, and higher power that are for you instead of the things that are against you. With relentless confidence, you focus on the vast power that is on your side. You think of your abilities and talents instead of your difficulties. You don't allow problems to grow into enormous sizes that can defeat you. You become bigger than your obstacles. Recognize, however, that relentless confidence is not puffed up ego, arrogance, or selfishness. On the contrary, it is a realistic and humble appreciation of who you are as a human being. Someone who has been gifted with wonderful talents such as creativity, nurturing, teaching, or hands-on abilities. You're a unique human being who has been put on earth to use those talents for the good of yourself and others. With relentless confidence, you calmly accept a problem or obstacle as part of the pattern of life. You know you can turn it into your advantage. You think, I rejoice when I have problems because I am superior to them. I will think my way around them, over them, or through them. Each problem has a solution, and solving the problem makes me stronger. When you're able to get beyond your problems and recover from failures, you have a sense of achievement, excitement. You have a realization that you have what it takes to handle anything and everything that comes your way. When life throws a dagger at you, there are two ways to catch it: by the blade or by the handle. If you catch it by the blade, taking it with a negative pity-me mindset, it can cut and injure you. If you catch it by the handle with confidence and hope, you can use it to fight your way through any obstacle. Number 2, be a how thinker. Decide today to act differently when faced with a big obstacle. Instead of cowering from it, let a challenge arouse your fighting spirit. With a relentless confidence mindset, you become a how versus an if thinker. How thinkers talk about how they can stage a comeback. They think, how can I get back on track when they experience a momentary setback? If they see that their happiness is being limited, they find the block, the bad habit or self-defeating mindset, and they remove it. If thinkers, on the other hand, lament everything they have ever done. They feel defeated and have a sense of futility about achieving their dreams. Feeling sorry for themselves, they say, if only I had done this better. As a result, the next time they try something, they already feel defeated. They end up giving up too early, or they don't try very hard because they fear repeating the same mistakes, and they often do. When you become a how thinker, you will enjoy plenty of victories. You will have little competition because many people are if thinkers. As a how thinker, you're part of an elite group of individuals who never give up until they accomplish their goals. Number 3, pay the price for upward mental mobility. There is one thing you need to know as you begin to release the power of your reservoir of invincibility. To be invincible, you must first pay the price. The price you pay for the higher states of existence, like well-being and love, is to give up the lower states, such as anger, regret, and anxiety. In reality, you're not giving up anything of value. You're simply trading junk, self-defeating thoughts, for something valuable, invincible thoughts. Here's how you do it. Think of a lower state you want to give up, for example, anger. Perhaps you become irritated too easily when you're driving and people ahead of you are going too slowly. You may be tempted to yell at them to hurry up, or you may even use some curse words, to get back at them. At the moment that you yell and lose your temper, you may feel a surge of temporary excitement or empowerment. Later, you may feel bad that you lost your cool and created a scene. Your next step is to decide what state you would like to replace the anger with, in this case, with peace. Each time you're driving and there's a slow driver ahead of you, you will become aware of your anger boiling up, and you will intentionally choose the state of peace. You will say to yourself, I choose peace over anger at this moment. I exchange the fiery feelings of anger, the burning sensations of hostility, for a calm and serene sense of peace. When you do this, your mindset will start to shift. You will become more patient and tolerant. Best of all, you will be healthier and happier because you have exchanged a negative state, such as anger, for a positive one like peace. Now think of other mindsets and behaviors you can give up to gain something much better. If you want a healthy body, you need to give up emotional eating when you're sad or upset. If you want relaxation, you need to give up rushing. If you want financial security, you need to give up the fear of making a wrong financial investment. If you want true romantic love, you must give up false substitutes such as superficial encounters or casual relationships. Each time you sacrifice the lower for the higher, you take one step closer toward attaining your goals: great relationships, career and economic success, personal mastery, and happiness. Here's an important truth. To receive true psychological treasure, such as contentment and peace, you need to first take out the mental trash. Every time you get rid of a bad habit, getting angry quickly, eating when you're sad, you receive payment in the form of higher emotional states such as peace and self-confidence. You realize the truth. The faster you pay for emotional treasure by giving up mental trash, the quicker you will receive permanent riches, also known as mental treasure. There once was a storekeeper who had an unusual business. In the front of the store, a sign read, "Trades accepted." We exchange anger for compassion, rushing for relaxation, selfishness for love, and sadness for happiness. One curious passerby went in and asked the storekeeper, "This is an amazing business you're running. You must get a lot of customers." "Not really," replied the storekeeper sadly. "Some people don't value my products. Others don't believe items like compassion actually exist. And some come in angrily to righteously tell me they already have love, peace, and happiness. They don't need my services. Others try to sell me their gloom and doom, but I politely decline. How about you? Would you be interested in a real trade that can change your life?" "I'm sorry," said the customer, "but I've got to get back to work. I'm already late and pressed for time." "Okay, I'm always here if you need me," said the storekeeper, with a compassionate smile as the potential customer rushed out of the store. Although he didn't make a lot of sales, the storekeeper knew that the best customers were aware individuals who had suffered in life, carrying around their mental junk disguised as treasure. Once they had enough pain and despair, they were finally ready to exchange their trash for items of real value, compassion, peace, and goodwill. It's unfortunate that many people don't realize just how important it is for them to trade their negative and worthless mental objects, such as fear and anger, for true psychological prizes like peace, contentment, and love. How about you? All you have to do is make the trade and give up what you don't really need for the thoughts and feelings that will bring you lasting joy and well-being. Although turning pain into power sounds like an inherently practical and useful concept, many people are afraid to do it. You may be afraid because you think you will lose something valuable if you give up your old ways. In reality, you will lose something: the mental trash that has been filling up the mansion of your mind. You will lose your self-defeating thoughts, obsessive thought patterns, downcast feelings, and compulsive behaviors. But if you do make the exchange, in their place, you will receive great mental and spiritual rewards, secure thoughts, loving moments, and feelings of joy, contribution, and accomplishment. It's up to you. The storekeeper of your mind is ready to make the exchange for mental trash to higher treasure. Are you ready? For Love University students, the good news is this. When you get rid of junk, you're not really losing anything. You're actually gaining something of immense value. You're clearing out your mental space so you can find the good things in life, such as peace, compassion, and love that have been hidden under the junk all this time. Think of how much true joy and pleasure you will experience once you find the hidden treasures: peace, goodwill, confidence, love. These are things that have been inside you all along. By getting rid of the mental junk, you have added by subtraction. You have rid yourself of the pain and transformed it into pure, raw power to use for your good and the good of others. Love University students, your assignment this week is to get rid of that mental trash. Now, you can start with things at home, old items that are physical trash or physical things that you no longer need or use. And as you get rid of them, also visualize yourself eliminating negative mental things: anger, fear, regret, sadness. This can be a powerful combination of internal and external, because when you get rid of what is not you, you attract all the beautiful things in life, the love, the happiness, and the goodwill. You're able to make a stronger contribution to yourself, your loved ones, and the world. So Love University students, go out this week, live with self-acceptance, love yourself, love others, and love the higher nature. And by the way, follow me on Instagram at Dr. Alex Avila. That's DrAlexAvila. And also follow me on the social media links below. And one more thing, to maximize your invincibility, make sure you pick up a copy of Invincible You, the book, on Amazon.com. And now the moment has arrived. Put away your notebooks, your iPads, your phones. Love University, class is now dismissed. This is Dr. Alex Avila.